EDP has got busted. EDP has been caught. Everyone knows this right now. I ain't breaking no news. I'm mainly just here to give my take on it. So there's this YouTube channel. They're called Predator Poachers. The account that's uploaded the video, in case you haven't seen it, is Chet, C-H-E-T, Goldstein, Barenstein, who the hell knows. This Chet Goldstein, I'm just gonna go with that, Chet Goldstein account is uploaded, it first started on, I think it was the 17th of April, an Instagram post was uploaded by the Predator Poachers account saying that we have caught him, and it's a picture, you just see EDP's fucking big fat ass sitting there. So straight away everyone knew what was happening because everyone knows Predator Poachers, you know, that was following the account, and it's also in the name, Predator Poachers, whatever the fuck they're called. EDP's done been caught. It's just simple, his career is pretty much over. The video, when they announced it, it took about 4 or 5 days to release the video. The video had, yesterday it came out. You know, I watched the premiere when it happened. It's crazy. You know, when I first saw it, I didn't want to believe it. I thought it was going to be maybe the riskiest troll he has ever done. But it's real. You know, I'm just as much as disbelief. I don't think anyone else really, you know, wants to admit this, you know. Because, you know, EDP was always a fan favorite by many people. You know, a lot of people always watch his content. I've always watched his content. You know, ever since that whole fucking, what was it, the Twitter meme, you know, the beat my dick meme, you know, that's when I found out who he was. And just to know that this is how it has to end, it's, you know, it's really bad. It sucks, you know. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people are doing. A lot of people are finding out about this Chet Goldstein guy because, you know, his account skyrocketed like 90,000 subscribers since this whole EDP situation went down, and everyone is looking at his old content and finding out, you know, he said like homophobic slurs, racial slurs, a lot of questionable stuff he has said. But my thing is, you should not be attacking him right now. Do not get distracted about the main thing that's going on, which is the EDP thing. We need to get action done against EDP, arrest, or whatever the fuck. We need to make sure that he is stopped, and then we can go ahead and target Chet Goldstein, where the fuck. Don't get distracted and start attacking fucking Goldstein. His name's Alex. I'm just calling him Alex. Stop trying to attack Alex. We need to get EDP. We need to get him arrested or get him the right mental health, whatever the fuck we need to do. We need to make sure EDP is stopped before we go and attack Alex. Because it's just going to lift all the blame of EDP to Alex, because it's like, well, this is the account holder, fuck all that shit. Attack this guy. No. Attack EDP. Get him, you know, the right legal action needs to be taken, and then attack Alex. But anyway, yeah, this whole EDP thing is fucking crazy. You know, there's the thing, my name, you know, I'm probably going to change it because, you know, my whole thing was STT890, eerily similar to EDP445. Here's Eat That Pussy. I was trying to be funny. It's not that funny, but mine was Suck Them Toes 890, which is just 445 plus 445. You get 890. But I'm going to change it because I don't want any association to this in the slightest, because of how, you know, severe this situation is. It is really messed up. And just to know that, you know, EDP has, you know, he always posts on Instagram of him. I think his friend's name's Erica, and she has the little daughter. I think her name's like Aura or some shit like that. And he always posts pictures with her. And I'm not saying he's ever had any wrong thoughts, but it just makes the situation a lot worse since he does have very close contact with children. And he was caught trying to meet a fucking minor for sex. We've all seen the text. It's really fucking wrong. It's really, you know, disgusting to know that this is, you know, that this is what happened. You know, this guy that was branded, like, this guy could have been the biggest YouTuber to not give a fuck. He had over 2.2 million subs. He was like the he was like the warrior of YouTubers that don't do it for money. He never made a cent, besides his live streams, but he never made a cent because all his videos, he would age restrict himself. He did all this shit. He was the anti-YouTuber pretty much. He was the guy saying that we can do the most outrageous shit, fuck all this family-friendly shit, look what the fuck I'm doing. He was the fucking savior, and he's fucked it. He's fucked everything. It's fucked. It's fucked, man. He was the savior, man. Now, here's another thing. Here's just one last quick thought, and I'll get the fuck out of here. He is very open about owning a lot of guns, right? And this is where it gets a bit scary. And it's my thought, and I hope this doesn't happen, because as much as this is fucked up, I still think there is a way that he can be punished and get help and become a normal fucking citizen again, right? Or normal part of society. He's very open about owning a lot of guns, going to the shooting range, and you know, being, you know, very like you know, pro-amendment and right-wing, which is fine, whatever. But the fact that he owns a lot of guns, you've seen Felipe's videos came out since he's cut ties, so I'm sure there's a lot of other friends that have. And you know, the fact that he looks to be, you know, very depressed in like the last year of his videos, you can see that, and he is very heavy. You know, that could be a part of it. The last thing that I think anyone wants to see, no one wants to probably see this, is that him to fucking hurt himself and possibly even kill himself, because he has the guns. People are cutting ties with him. He's very good friends, and he has and you know, he seems to be fucking mentally insane over like the past year. That's a fucking thing that really frightens me, and I think should frighten everyone else. Yes, what he did is fucked up, but there's still a way that he can get help and be saved and fucking be a normal part of society, and I don't think anyone wants to see him fucking kill himself. That's the scary part, and I think you know, that's the thing. I don't think anyone, because he hasn't been heard from since the day before it got announced that he was caught, when he said he's deleting all his videos, which his videos are still all up, which is very weird. But no one's heard from him, and that's the thing. He hasn't came out, which there's no point of him coming out to do anything, because he would just be ridiculed on. But there's been no reports or anything of what he's doing or where he's been, and that's the part that really worries me, of what the fuck he might do. You know, if he's going to hurt someone else or hurt himself. I don't think anyone wants to see that shit, and that's the really scary part that I think a lot of people do need to take into consideration, because it is a very frightening thing that could happen. So, I don't know that in this video now, but yeah, it's a very grim thing that could happen, and it's very terrifying to know that this could happen. You know, because look at him. You know, he is fucking gone off the deep end just in the past year. You know, it seems like ever since his girlfriend broke up with him, he has fucking gone off the deep end really, really bad, man. I think that was the downfall, man. After he broke up with his girlfriend, he hasn't been the same. It's really fucked up. And the thing is, he was already exposed by this Cold Raven guy. And Cold Raven's a fucking idiot. I don't support him anyway. He's a homo. But there's this whole shit with the Cold Raven things where he was exposed for, you know, and a lot of people wrote it. I thought it was fake. I thought this Cold Raven guy was just, you know, just trying to make up bullshit. But what did he think? This is the crazy part. Like, wouldn't you think that, oh shit, everyone's on my case about me trying to meet with minors, I ain't gonna talk to him no more. But he still got caught. Whatever, man. EDP, it was a fall from grace. He could have been the savior. He could have been the anti-establishment type YouTuber. It makes me sound like one of those eat the rich, they them women. Sounds kind of cringe, but yeah. EDP, man, what a fall from grace. You could have been the first and only ever EDP, but instead you're just another. You're gonna fade into obscurity now because you made one big mistake, and it's real sad to see it end like this.